Hi there, guys. Nice to see you. I'm so glad that you could be here tonight. Bonnie will be here late. However, we're going to start the meeting right now. And what I want to do is talk to you a little bit about the Team Cup that's coming up, the Gold Crusher Diamond Dash that's coming up, and just kind of a review of some of the things that we've talked about. And then we'll talk with questions. We'll see if anybody has questions. Hopefully all of you are on a Diamond Dash team. I'm sorry, on a Team Cup team. It's a really, really good way to just keep doing what you're doing, only with a group of other people, like-minded people, and get a bunch of Success Club points and win a bunch of prizes. I know that we had a blast when we've done it before. And so hopefully you guys are planning and plotting. You have your team names. I think some of you already have a team name going on, and your team is registered. So get everybody registered, get on it. It's the whole month of February, so it's not a very long month, and I think they do it in February because it's a short month, and it gives you a little extra boost. And it's not really doing anything different than you're doing already. It's just maybe you're going to do a little more of it because you've got other people pushing you and other people working with you as a team. I like having a team of newer coaches sometimes, and I also like having teams that have at least 2 seasoned coaches. So I think that's the way we put the teams, that's the way we try to put the teams together so the new people can learn from the seasoned coaches. All right, so the next thing I want to cover is making sure that you guys are all registered for the Gold Crusher Diamond Dash. If you are not registered for the Diamond Dash, go get registered. It's on the Team Euphoria page, and it is a $25 registration fee. All the money goes into a pot, and the winners split the money. So there were 2 winners from the last Diamond Dash. They each got $1,900, a little over $1,900. So winning means you've reached a goal of this many coaches and so many Success Club points. So signing up coaches and boosting up your ranks, that's what you want to do with Diamond Dash. So please get registered for it. It's really fun, and it's very educational. You learn a lot from the people that are presenting. There's a different coach each week that's a high-ranking multi-star coach that will present for the whole week. Every week is a different subject, and every week is essential material for you to move ahead and to train your coaches as well. Because once you get some coaches signed up, you're responsible for training them. We're here to help you, but you're responsible for getting them started right. And we can always do 3-way calls and things like that. But ultimately, it's you that's got to help them get started right. You're their upline. And if you don't know what to do, please reach out to myself and Bonnie. We will totally help you with every single aspect of that. All right. So the business opportunity webinar that Dawn is going to present is tomorrow. And hopefully you all have invited a bunch of people to that. All you have to do is go to his event page and invite people. I like to message the people that I've invited to tell them what that is and why I invited them. I invite a lot of the same people, and I've only had 2 people turn it down, so that's pretty good out of about 50 people I invited. Feel free to invite as many people as you want. Remember what I said earlier on in some of our calls, our training calls, don't make the decision for that person. So if you're planning on inviting some people and some people you're like, oh, I'm not going to invite them because they're not interested. How do you know that? You're not sure if they're not interested, so don't make the decision for them. Get out of your comfort zone and invite them. It's your comfort zone that's making you not invite them. So step outside that box and click invite. And that'll be people that you've invited for the day as well. So invite as many people as you want. You don't know who's going to show up and you don't know who isn't going to show up. Choose a time. If you're going to be on the webinar, choose a time to be on it, because if you have other people interested and they're going to be on it, it's nice that you're on there as well. And it's only 30 minutes this time, I think. I think he's got a 30-minute one coming. And so, you know, Dawn's presentations are always fantastic. All right, the next thing I want to cover is making sure that you have a success partner that works for you. Some of you, raise your hand, just wave to me if you do not have a success partner. You guys all, okay, Allison, no, don't have one? Gail? So maybe, okay. So Gail doesn't have one. One of the great things about having a success partner is that you have somebody to brainstorm with, somebody to bounce ideas off of, somebody to tell you if that's a crazy idea, let's do it, or that's a crazy idea, let's don't do it. But all in all, it's somebody that becomes a very good friend of yours, somebody that you trust, somebody that you know will be honest with you, you know that will push you, somebody that doesn't mind you pushing them. I just hooked up Michelle Smith and Steph Reynolds, who are, it looks to me like they're going to be fantastic success partners right off the bat. I want everybody to find somebody to work with because you should never do this business alone. If you feel like you might want to post on our pages, the Team Synergy page, if you're not on that page and you want to be on Team Synergy page, just say so. If you're not on Dream Believers page and you want to be on Dream Believers page, just say so. Post on both pages that you're looking for a success partner. 9 times out of 10, somebody else is looking too. And I know we've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. The first person that you have as a success partner may not be the right person. The second person may not be the right person. So it's up to you guys to work together. If it doesn't work, move on to the next person. If it doesn't work, move on to the next person. Not everybody's going to get along. Not everybody's going to have the same ideas. So it's really your choice, and you don't have to be the person that gives in all the time. If this person doesn't work for you, it's okay to say, I'm going to move on, and I think I'm going to look for another success partner. I don't feel this is a right fit, and maybe you don't feel that way as well. So don't be shy. Just talk to people. It's okay. And like I said, it's really maybe a good idea to have a success partner from another team. You can have more than one success partner. Lindsay is on the call. Lindsay, I wouldn't mind at all if you wanted to partner up with Michelle and Steph. And I wouldn't mind at all if Gail wants to partner with somebody or 2 people. Allison, find a person or 2. It's a good thing. It makes everything smoother. It makes everything easier. You have someone to talk to every day if you need to talk to them every day. So I just can't tell you enough how great it is to have a success partner. And doing the Team Cup may open your eyes to a new success partner. So doing the Team Cup, you guys are going to see how everybody works together. You might go, gosh, I really like this person. I really want to work with them. So reach out to people. Send them private messages saying you're looking for a success partner. Are you looking for one too? Don't be shy. Send out private messages to some coaches. Post on the Team Synergy page, the Team Euphoria page, the Dream Believers page, the Eternal Fit, Team Eternal Fit. If you're on that page, please post on the pages if you really, really are looking right now. It's a good thing. All right. So far, are there any questions so far? Raise your hand and I'll unmute you if you have any questions. We are just going to go through all this stuff, and then I'm going to keep asking you if you have questions, and we'll do a big question and answer at the end. All right. So to follow up with some of the things that we talked about before, about enrolling new coaches, please help them get started right. We're here to help you do that. We can do 3-way calls. We can also do 3-way calls to help you recruit coaches and seal the deal. So if you have somebody that's on the fence, talk to Bonnie, talk to me, talk to another upline. We'll help you sort of seal the deal with that person so you have a new coach. Some people just sign up coaches right and left, which is okay, but be prepared for some of those coaches to be inactive, to quit down the road. It just happens that way. It just happens. Not everybody's going to be as excited about it as we are. So don't be surprised. I like to go for quality rather than quantity of coaches. So sometimes that's a little slower, but I also think it's a good idea to, like we have said before, you got to get to Emerald. You got to get your coaches to Emerald right away to boost their income and to boost your income and to get that team cycle bonus. So then you just keep adding coaches. And the more coaches you add, the more people you know, you'll know if they're going to be a good coach or not. And you'll know if they just want to be a discount buyer coach or not, which is always fine. Discount buyer coaches are fine. They bring in team volume points, which is what you're looking for, a team volume. So you have to decide, am I looking to get higher rank, or am I just looking to raise my income? So you can look at it both ways. Neither way is right or wrong. If you're saying to yourself, wow, I just want to make $1,000 a month. I just want to make $1,500 a month. I just want to grow that income till it's $2,000 a month, till it's $2,000 a week. That's okay to do, and not worry so much about being 3- and 4-star diamond coach and all of that stuff. So you kind of have to decide, is it more important to me to raise my income, or is it more important to me to get to a certain rank? Eventually, getting to a diamond coach and a 1-star diamond coach will raise your income. Getting to emerald will raise your income. The more emeralds you have in your downline, we've gone through this before. We call it, Bob Lucido calls it the Emerald City. The more emeralds you have on your downline, the more volume you get. Bob Lucido says building your Emerald City is more important than anything else you'll do. I sort of believe that. I have lots of emeralds on my downline, so it does work well. It works really well. So think about that, and it's really your decision. It doesn't have to be anybody else's decision. It's all about you. Everything we do is about you and making your life better so you can help make someone else's life better. I hope that makes sense to you guys. All right, moving on. I'm just kind of moving fast. Am I moving too fast for you guys? Just shake your head yes or no. No? Good. I kind of like to get through a lot of I got a big list. Look. Okay, here we go. Moving from recruiting coaches to providing customer service. Providing customer service to your challengers and customers. All right. So what that means is always being there for them, being consistent in your posts, answering them when they post that they did, say you've got a Max 30 group going and somebody posted they did 3 extra minutes. Don't just like that post, say something. So that's customer service. You want somebody to congratulate you if you did something like that. So put yourself in their shoes and spend a couple of seconds and type something out to them. Another thing that's a really good customer service thing, and it'll help you and everybody else, is to send them opportunities to experience more of Beachbody products. So I usually post on my challenge groups at least once or twice about results and recovery formula or energy and endurance formula, because I use them and I know that results and recovery formula stops cramps. It stops foot cramps, leg cramps. It replenishes your body, rehydrates your body. I'm drinking it right now because I just taught some really heavy duty classes right before I started this call. And so I mixed my energy and endurance and my recovery formula in one water bottle. So I try to share that with my customers. Also try to share when it gets close to the 90 days or the 60 days, whatever you're doing, share some new programs with them. Share something that they might like. If they were doing P90, share P90X3 with them. You know what I mean? Share Combat with the Pump Challengers or the Body Beast Challengers. Anything that you can think of that's sort of different from what they're doing, but along the same lines as what they're looking for. If they're looking for strength training, you can share anything from Combat to Pump to Body Beast to P90X, P90X3, lots of stuff there. If they like T25, suggest Insanity and suggest Max 30. So there's lots of options you can do. And you can also put a call out on your challenge page. What are you interested in? These are the specials that we have going on this month. Let me know if you're interested in them. Here's a little information video about them. So hopefully that'll help you boost a little bit of business from your challenge group and make everybody else feel special because you're thinking of them. You know, tell them what you're doing. Like I drink my results and recovery formula. I share with them why I drink that. I'm not just drinking it because I'm a Beachbody coach and it's a product I can buy. I'm drinking it because it works and it's an all natural product. So hopefully that gives you some ideas you can do on your challenge groups. Just sharing the products, supporting them in the products they're using, and as time goes on, suggesting more products that will help them get more results. 3-day refresh is always a perfect thing to share in every challenge group, even more than once. It's 3-day refresh. Bonnie and I are starting our third or fourth round of 3-day refresh tomorrow, which is it's like one of my favorite things to do. So customer support, customer service in your challenge groups, in your customers. When you send out emails to your Beachbody customers, just send out a hello. Just thought you might be interested in results of recovery formula. I started using it. I'm loving it. I used to have leg cramps. I don't get them anymore. So think of things like that you can be personable and still send things out to your customers. So now I'm going to talk about social media. Do you have a business page? Just raise your hand if you do. Have a business page going? Laura, good. I know Lindsay does. Michelle does. Ellen does. Gail, yes? You just started one? All right. Allison, not yet? All right. That's okay. That's okay. We're working on some information to help you learn how to do things like that, little videos and informational things that'll make it more effortless for you. It'll be smoother, easier educationally, step-by-step things that you can, how to do that, how to set that up. If you are interested in having me or having Bonnie help you set up your page, let me know. I help a lot of coaches set up their business pages. It's not hard. You just need to follow the Facebook prompts and come up with a clever name for yourself. Clever name for your page. All right. And you can even go as far as just saying, this, Allison Get Fit page, or, like Michelle is Michelle Fitness, Michelle Smith Fitness. So it sounds like a corporation too. You can do that or something clever, either way. But remember that I'll help you set that up. Yes. Good, Allison. Yeah, good. Working on it. Good. And it's okay to work on it slowly. You don't have to do it all at once. It's all right. Totally fine. Remember that this is not a race. It's a marathon. It's a slow journey. Take it in increments of time that you need to make it work. You don't have to rush. You just have to do it and do it consistently to get ahead. One of the things that I want to stress to you is when we're done with this training, your training doesn't stop. You got to go to different training. You have to keep training all the time. There's never a break in training, or you'll have a break in your business. Okay? So the trainings that we have now are so much better than they used to be. They just keep evolving and getting better. The Goal Crusher Diamond Dash is going to be so fantastic for you guys. It's an incredible training. I've been through it twice. They've evolved it a little bit better the second time even, and now it's going to be even better. So I really stress for you guys to please register and get on that. Some of you have. Daily action plan. So a daily action plan means that you need to keep yourself a calendar. You need to keep yourself office hours. Keep yourself on schedule. Follow it every day. Every day doesn't have to be the same office hours unless that's what works for you. I have different office hours for different days of the week because of my schedule. You can consider a plan like, we call this a 5-3-2. So that means making 5 new contacts a day, 3 follow-ups, and reaching out to 2 of your team members. So that means inviting 5 new people, follow up with 3 people, customers or coach prospects, and reach out to 2 of your team members. So reach out to 2 of the people on your team. How are you doing? Can you help me with this? That kind of thing. There's Bonnie. Yay. Hi, Bonnie. Woo. Ooh, let me unmute Bonnie. Hang on. I'm going to unmute you, Bonnie. You got muted when you came on. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Bonnie. So
Hi.
listen, here's what we've covered so far.
Yes.
We covered sharing the business opportunity webinar, registering for Team Cup, registering for Gold Crusher Diamond Dash,
Okay.
why it's important to find a success partner, especially now,
Mm-hmm.
following up with new coaches and getting them started right,
Great.
providing expert customer service to your challengers and customers, and starting up a business page. So now we just started talking about a daily action plan.
Okay.
So I suggested that the 5-3-2 plan, and I would like for you to go ahead and talk about that some more.
The 5-3-2 plan.
Yeah, so 5 new contacts or 5 new invites a day, 3 follow-ups, and talk to 2 team members.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually use the power of 3s. That's my system.
And that's good. Yeah, any of this works.
Yeah, I really love the power of 3s, and any of these systems are really great. Where try the different ones and see which ones are best for you, which one works best for you.
Right.
But on the Dream Believers page, and I'm sure Shannon probably has it on the Team Synergy page as well, you can always search into these group pages in order to find the posts that you're looking for by putting in. And I didn't even know this until like maybe a few months ago myself. So this is why I'm sharing it with you, just in case you weren't aware, that you can put in the search bar on each of these group pages a word, like let's say diabetes, if you want to find out the effects or the experiences that people have drinking Shakeology with diabetes, or any kind of post that you remember seeing in the past, or that you would like to find out if there was one in the past. Just put in that word in the search bar and search it. So in Dream Believers, you would just put in power of 3, the number 3, and search, and then you would bring up the video. There's a video where the coach discusses how to use the power of 3 spreadsheet, and then the actual spreadsheet. And that's the system that has worked best for me. And basically it's separating out the different types of business activities when it comes to inviting that you want to do every day, and make sure that you're filling it in terms of 3 names per category. So the first one is new friend. So you want to send 3 new friend requests and put those people's names in that category on the spreadsheet. And then the next one is message. So you're messaging new people, not necessarily about Beachbody, but just messaging them in order to start a rapport going. And so you're going to put those people's names. So it might be someone who just accepted your friend request, and now you're going to message them to start that rapport. And then the next category is invite. So you're inviting them to something, whether it be your challenge group or a free challenge group, or to check out, learn about Shakeology or the business opportunity, whatever it is, you're inviting them to something. And so you're going to put 3 names there. And this is, of course, a minimum of 3. If you do more, that would even better. Right. And then the 4th one is follow-ups. So it's people who you already invited, and now you're following up with them. So, and then you're going to add those names there. So that has always really worked well for me, because it keeps me staying on track and holding me accountable to make sure that I'm doing all 4 of those categories every single day. And then you have all those people's names, so you can go back and look and say, okay, so who did I friend? Let me go back and, check up and see if they accepted. And if they did, then message them. So you're able to keep track really well with that. And that's what's always worked for me. But there's so many different ways. Like Shannon, if you want to talk about your way that you were suggesting.
Yeah, you can do it. You know what? I agree with Bonnie. Do whatever way works best for you and your schedule. Right. There are so many different ways to do it. I like the way Bonnie does it too. I like either way.
And you can break it up throughout the day.
Definitely.
One time you can do maybe the friend requests in the morning, and then the invites in the afternoon, and then the follow-ups and the messaging in the evening. You can break it up however you see fit, but as long as you get them all in, that's what's important, making sure that you're getting all of those done every day.
Exactly, because that's part of your consistency anyway, and that's part of how you're going to grow your business. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about too is we started to talk about how your training, this is not the only training. You should not end your training here. Everything you do should be a training. So once this training is over, jump into the next one.
Hopefully all you guys are registered for the Diamond Dash.
Yes. Yes, if you're not, then get registered. And
Yes.
we talked earlier that they can win the pool of money, you know?
That is the most amazing training. The content in it is just unbelievable. You're not going to get, I mean, that's just the best of the best, because you're hearing from all these really top successful Star Diamond coaches.
Yes.
And each one of them has these golden nuggets to give to you. And it's just awesome. So it's worth every penny, every single penny that you pay, and then some.
I agree.
And make sure if you're engaged, you know, that if you registered for that, that you stay engaged in it, because that's how you're going to get the most out of it. That you watch the videos and you watch, you know, you do what they're assigning every day.
Right. Don't just pay for it and then forget about it.
Right.
Definitely. And then when that training's over, do it again. You know,
Yeah. You can never get enough.
You never get enough.
Something new each time, and they always present new stuff too.
Yes, and always do Coach Basics more than once. Bonnie and I've done Coach Basics a million times.
Yes.
Because you always pick something up from it, and you always get something new from every single training that you attend.
You do.
And it makes you feel it's like personal development. Exactly like personal development.
It really is. And then you also hear the questions that other people are asking, and you're being part of it. So just being there, you know, really says a lot, because it's showing that you're making this business a priority, that you really want to advance it and learn as much as you can and be a part of that team, be a part of that Coach Basics team of people wanting to learn. So it's really, you know, the whole energy there is so worthwhile being there for.
Yes, it is. All right, guys. I had one more thing on my list, and I'm going to tell you what it is. And then since Bonnie just got on, she may want to talk to you about it. So the last thing on my list is for you to have a vision of where you want to be towards the end of this training. So exactly how much money do you want to make? How many coaches will you have on your team? How many will be success starters? And if you don't know what success starters is, we'll tell you about that again. Most of you probably know. How many emeralds do you want on your team? What will your challenge groups look like? How many success club points will you have? What is the ideal coach that you want to become? So those kind of questions you need to answer. You need to think about and be specific. So I want you to think about writing a letter to yourself. Write a letter to yourself in the future. And I did post on our wall, and I can post it again. The Future Me, it's called futureme.org. You can write yourself an email and send it to yourself in the future. And so it's really effective, and it's really fun to see that you wrote this email 3 months ago, and look, I'm right here where I said I was going to be 3 months from then. So that might be something for you. Yeah. So Bonnie, go ahead and talk a little bit about a vision like that for the end of this training, and then the end of this training.
Well, actually, Richard on our Dream Believers page just created his vision board, and I would highly, highly suggest every single person on this call to create a vision board. And it doesn't have to be difficult. It's really a lot of fun. You can either use magazines, or you can print out, if you have a color printer, print out pictures from the internet. But it's just so much fun. It could be words or pictures. And actually what I did was I found out in my neighborhood, in my area, in my community, where there was this place that did a vision board workshop. And it was so much fun. And it was right here in Clearwater. And I went, and the woman there had wine, and she served food. Cool. And it was so much fun. And she provided, and it didn't even cost anything. It was crazy. But she provided all the magazines and the oak tag, which here they call it poster board, and and the glue. And basically you just create it, and it's a lot of fun. It's very relaxing. You know, you just go through the magazines and you pull out any pictures that look like things of what you want to create your future, whether it be a really beautiful house or a really nice car. On mine, I had a boat. That's on my list of, you know, items that I want. And relationships, you know, energy, positive energy, fitness. And so all, you know, everything that's important to you that you want to create for your future, you should definitely create a vision board and then post it where it's visible, where you'll see it every day. And not only enjoy looking at it, but really do an exercise where you're focusing on really envisioning yourself being there. You know, like put yourself in that life and feel what it feels like to be there. And that sends that energy. I truly believe this, you know, the power of the energy of the universe. What you put out, you'll bring back to you. And so I believe that if you create that vision and you make it a daily practice to look at it every day and really put yourself in that life and really feel what it would feel like, the excitement and the pride that you created this life for yourself, that it will wind up happening for you. So that's what I would suggest to do, in addition to Shannon's idea of the future letter. I really love that idea as well. I actually did that once through another diamond training, and I wrote a letter. It wasn't an online thing, but I wrote a letter as though I was there. She said, this was Leanne Ruff,
Right.
who was corporate. She had us write a letter as though we reached our goals, whatever our goals was, whether a certain star diamond, a certain amount of money coming in, that we reached our goals, and it's the end of the year, and we're writing to ourselves now as that person and sharing how we're feeling. And it was really a cool exercise. It's exciting writing it because you're really feeling like you did it, you accomplished it, and you get that feeling of how it's going to feel when you do that. So both of those exercises are really great, and I really encourage you all to do that.
I do too. Do you know that there are online sites that you can create you can create your vision board online, and I know some of my coaches have created their vision board with the online websites and put it on the desktop of their computer so they see it all the time.
Oh, that's
and
great.
print it out and hang it up on the refrigerator, on the bathroom mirror, wherever you're going to see it.
Great idea.
I'll post those on we have them on the Team Synergy page. I'll put them on the Dream Believers page as well.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. And I'm sorry I was late. I had my son's basketball game today, and he did awesome. So it was an exciting evening.
Good.
I'm ready for bed now.
Well, you know what? This is about all that we had to cover. So shake your hand, wave your hand. Do you have any questions? And I will unmute you.
Anyone have any questions?
I'm going to unmute Lindsay because she's on the phone. And there. Lindsay, you are unmuted. So if you have a question, holler out.
I actually don't have any questions. It all sounded pretty good.
Awesome. All right.
Great.
Allison, yes?
Oh, wait, I do. Actually,
Okay,
I lied. I'm sorry. I lied. I do. So can you just post on any page about, I mean, do I want to post about myself and like what I'm trying to do when I'm finding a success partner, or
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think is the best route is to go about that?
Bonnie, see if you agree with me here. I think it's a really good idea to post on the Team Synergy page, the Team Euphoria page, and the Dream Believers page. And also, Lindsay, I added you to the Eternal Fit page. So you can post on all of those pages that who you are looking for a success partner, you're emerald, you're almost to diamond, you're so close to diamond, and you're really close to ruby. I mean, you'll probably be ruby really soon. So you can say things like that. You can say, I'm interested in finding a success partner that will keep me on track, or whatever you want. But post it on all of those pages. You'll get lots of
I really want to crash. I really want to crash Michelle and Steph's party because I love them so much and I'm so jealous of them.
Who's what? Say that again?
I'm sorry.
Love you too.
Yeah, I'm just like, I creep on you guys hardcore. So I'm just like, oh, I
Oh,
need to
Michelle,
find a success partner.
well, I said you can have two success partners. So
Heck yeah.
if you want to partner with Michelle and Steph, go ahead.
No, I don't want to crash their party.
Join our party. No.
I think that's fine. Tell you what.
No, I think, and you can add people, or you can do somebody from a different team and stuff,
Of
right?
course.
So
Yes.
that'll work.
Of course
Okay.
you can. Yeah, you bet. So if you if you want to put it out there, and people will message you or comment, and you can private message and friend other coaches. Be careful, you guys, not to friend more than 3 people a day on Facebook. You'll get shoved in Facebook jail. Nobody wants to be there.
Is it
Yep.
3 people a day? Really? Because I do.
Yeah.
I usually do close to 5.
Do you? That's good. Be careful, though.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, well, I got suspended from my group page and my business page for 14 days.
Yeah, tell them about that, Lindsay.
And I got an email that somebody had reported one of my posts as spam, and then another one they reported as inappropriate. And I looked at the posts, and they were all like very motivational, have a good day posts. So I'm not really sure. Like, I have like 2,000 friends on Facebook, so I'm wondering if it was just someone being kind of snarky or what happened. I got suspended from my free group workout page, so I wasn't able to post any like of my free daily workouts, and then got suspended from my business page. Well, I can get on my personal page, but I'm not friends with everybody on those, so it was definitely really discouraging. And I did talk to Shannon about it, and it was just, I was like, I'm just so fed up with Facebook and their stupid rules. It just makes it impossible sometimes.
It does. Hey, Bonnie, didn't you get suspended once?
I did. It wasn't really suspended. I don't know if it's the same thing as being in Facebook jail, but I couldn't post on groups. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, that's sort of the same thing that happened to Lindsay.
Yeah, I couldn't post in any groups. It drove me absolutely crazy until a specific period of time where they said you'll be back allowed to on this day. I think it was a week, but it felt like a year. I mean, it was just horrible. So, you just want to be careful to not let that happen to you. I don't know why that happened to me though, because I wasn't friending people at that time. I didn't do anything other than just post on my own groups. So
The same thing happened to Mike. Same thing happened to Mike. Yep.
I hadn't friended any new people at that time, and I was just posting on my groups, just my challenge group page and my Dream Believers page. That was it. And maybe I had a free challenge group page. So maybe it was just from posting on my group, but it wasn't like an excessive amount. I don't know why they targeted me at that time. What did I do?
And I got mine like actually reported. So somebody reported my post, like my personal post, as like spam. So it must have obviously been somebody on my friends list or what happened. I'm not sure, but that's what like directed that quote unquote suspension. So I don't know. It's just kind of frustrating, but I just figured haters gonna hate.
All right, guys. Anybody have any other questions? No? Okay. Well, then, if you don't have anything else to add, I think that's a wrap.
I think it's a wrap, guys. You know what? Thank you so much for being here, you guys.
Yes, thank you guys for being here tonight. It's very important, and it really does show us that you guys are committed. So go get them. The Team Cup is starting soon. Start to, brainstorm and think about the different things you're going to do in order to make February an amazing month. Start making a plan. And all of you guys are going to rock it. You all have what it takes.
Yes, you do. So we will bid you good night. Have a great Tuesday night, and we will see you soon.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.